Like, I kind of became like disgusted with it. Like, it kind of felt like I was just like, not today. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Nichole, and today's video is going to be about my first year in business. But in the meantime, I do want to have you all follow us on Instagram, which is at shopbossedupbabe, and visit my website, which is www.bossedupbabe.com. The website is currently closed. However, you will be able to sign up for our emailing list because I am going to be doing exclusive discounts for my Instagram followers as well as my customers who are signed up for my emailing list. So you guys definitely want to go ahead and jump on that. And one last thing before I go ahead and get into the topic of today's video, if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button down below. Once you hit the subscribe button, also go ahead and hit the bell notification so you guys can get notified every single time that I upload here on my channel. I do have so much business content coming. I am back and I'm better than ever. I feel amazing. But let's go ahead and get into the real tea. I'm gonna spill and I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys about my first year in business. So let's do this. So April the 14th of 2019 is the day that I launched my business. I didn't feel like I was 100% prepared that day. However, I was like, no, like today's the day. I'm not gonna sit on this any longer. My free trial for Shopify was ending. I'm like, I'm not gonna be paying for a service that I am not using. So today's the day, Nadine, get it together. I was running around my apartment like a mad person because I'm like, oh my god, am I ready, am I ready, am I ready? And then I just launched. So the first thing I did was post about it on my personal Instagram page, and I had already had my business Instagram page already ready to go. So I posted about it first on my personal page and then on my business page, and I have the most amazing and supportive family and friends. I want to say my very first day I received 4 orders just because my family and friends are like, they're amazing. So at that point I'm shook. I'm like, I'm a business owner. Like, that is wild. It felt so amazing to package up my first order. The fact that literally hours after I launched, because I launched in the evening, I think it was like 4 p.m. or something like that. So like over the night I was getting new orders and I was like, oh my gosh, like wow, like people are actually supporting me. Like, this is crazy. I didn't do any like pre-launch things. I didn't tell anybody about it before it actually launched. I just launched. So the fact that my family and my friends supported me like that, I was just like, this is wild. So then after that, I continued to post about it. I continued to post on my story, continued to post about it on my personal Instagram, continued to post now my products on my business Instagram, and the orders kept coming in and I couldn't believe it. Obviously it was from people I like went to high school with or people I've met and that follow me on social media, and I was just like, wow, like people really support me. This is crazy. So that's where I got my drive. I'm like, all right, here goes nothing. So I'm posting and I'm posting and I'm posting, and I then did my first vending event. When I tell you guys, my first vending event was insane. I was extremely overwhelmed. I'm gonna tell you guys that because I had everything set up at home. I didn't know how I was gonna transport things. I didn't know how I was gonna set up my table for vending. I had no clue. So I'm running around like a crazy person to stores and trying to figure out, okay, how am I gonna transport everything and be able to show everything, because I had so much. I had so many pairs of sunglasses, I had so many pairs of eyelashes, and so many pairs of jewelry boxes, and I had so much, and I'm like, how am I going to display this? Like, this is insane. So my first vending event, I accepted 4 different ways of payment. I was ready to go, except for I didn't think about cash, but I was accepting Cash App. I had my Square reader, I also had my PayPal reader, and I had my Shopify reader. I don't know why I felt like I needed all 4 of those to collect payment, but I had them on me. But I had no cash, and that is where I messed up. I didn't think people use cash anymore. I don't know. I don't use cash. I look at cash like it's almost worthless to me. I'm like, ew, why do I have this $100 bill sitting here? If it's not in my bank account, it's just worthless to me. I don't know. That's just me. But anyway, that's where I screwed up. I did end up, like, people began to pay me in cash and things of that sort. So I did end up like racking up and you know, having cash and being able to make change. But That freaked me out. I was also late. I'm late to everything. I'm probably gonna be late to my own funeral at this point. So yeah, that messed me up. When I got there, people who were already vending, like the event was already happening and I'm just now setting up. So that kind of startled me. And then I brought everything in a suitcase and I had so many pairs of sunglasses and a small little table. So it was so hard. And I'm literally digging through my suitcase to try to find items and for people to try things on. So I just felt really unprepared. However, besides me being unprepared, besides me being overwhelmed, because I'm just naturally a super overwhelmed person, the event went amazing for me. I think I made about $700 and I was like, what? Like, this is crazy. I sold out of so many of my styles. However, I wasn't smart enough to like make the orders in Shopify. So had I gone through and like picked out the inventory, it would have like marked my things out of stock. So I was still getting orders on my website and I was selling out of those items and I physically just handed it to someone. So I messed up there. But however, I came home, I had to completely redo my inventory, like mark everything at 0 and just start all over, you know, update my inventory in Shopify. So that was very, very overwhelming. However, the income was great. I was like, wow, like this is what I want to do. Like, this is crazy. So then another vending event came up. This one was at one of my local parks. It was outside in the heat. When I say it had to be about like 95 degrees that day, it was literally the hottest day. We did have a tent, thankfully. I even had to bring my 2-year-old out there with me. I had my mom, my boyfriend there. My mom and my boyfriend, they are my rock. Like, they're everything to me. When I relaunch and I have all these orders coming in, they are going to be right here with me. They're everything. Literally everything to me. So they were out there with me. It was so hot this day, like so hot. We stayed out there for, I want to say like 4 hours, and then at some point I was like, I cannot take it. It was literally like, it felt like my chest was like caving in, my head was spinning, I was so dizzy. I did great in sales this day, by the way, but it was once again just super overwhelming. I had my boyfriend helping me, and I don't really like vending events because people feel like they can negotiate prices, and like, my prices are my prices, and that's just that. So it was kind of annoying to have people like, okay, how much is this and how much is that, and it was kind of overwhelming because so many people were walking up to me, and then I had to make sure that nobody's stealing from me. Like, that was a lot. Vending is a lot, and especially when you sell things like accessories and sunglasses and phone cases and things of that sort. I had to keep my eye on everybody, and then also be able to answer questions and then give prices and give totals, and it was a lot. I was overwhelmed. I was hot. I was like, oh my gosh. And yeah, so at some point I felt like I was having a heat stroke, and I'm like, I have to go. Like, I have to go home. So if you guys don't already know, I did just have a baby, but as of last July I found out that I was pregnant, and literally my world changed. I'm like, oh my god, like, I just started my business. This is crazy. Like, I just felt like I was just like getting set back. After I had my son, I just felt like I just completely lost myself. So when I was launching my business and things of that sort, I'm like, I found my purpose. I found what I want to do, because being a mom, you get lost in being a mom. Like, I felt like a caretaker. I felt like this is what I'm supposed to do, and I'm like, hold on. Like, I had to remind myself who I am, the boss that I am. And yeah, so I just gotten back into the swing of YouTube. I just gotten back into the swing of my business and going to events, and then I found out I was pregnant, and I was like, oh my gosh. I was not upset. I'm just the type of person to want to plan everything out. Like, my life has to be planned to a T, and yeah, that's just that. So yeah, I found out I was pregnant, and once I found out I was pregnant, I started to feel so sick. That is why at my event that I had vended at, why I almost had a heat stroke. No, I was just pregnant and I was exhausted, and I had no clue I was even pregnant at the time. So that's that. But after that, finding out that I was pregnant and then being so sick and so nauseous, I literally lost all my effort for my business. After July, it was just a downhill slope. It truly was. So then August rolls around, and on Shopify you can see like your most searched item, and I kept seeing people typing in lip gloss, and I'm like, who, like, I never said I sold lip gloss. Like, why is everybody asking for lip gloss? I'm like, they want it, I got it. So I ordered a whole bunch of lip gloss stuff. I spent like $400 on lip gloss things, and I started making lip gloss. I actually still have the samples sitting here, and I ordered my labels. I'm like, here we go, I'm gonna start making lip gloss. I made about 20, 30, I don't know. I literally have them sitting right here. Let me show you. So here are some of my lip gloss samples. I made 2 different colors. I had squeeze tubes, and I also had like wand tubes as well. This is what my wand tubes look like. I ordered the labels. I literally ordered everything. I started making these 20, and I was like, this is not for me. This is not for me, which is fine. Everything is not for everyone. So I was like, okay, I'm not feeling this at all. I never even officially launched this on my website. I never even used them. I mean, I should probably use them because they are sitting here. But yeah, these have been sitting here since August. Never touched it. I was like, this is not for me. I had so many plans for my business. I had so many ideas for things that I wanted to launch in the fall and back to school time. I had so many things that I was ready to do for the winter time and like Christmas. I had so many things that I had in store, and I kind of just dropped the ball. Like being pregnant, being sick, I just lost all motivation, and it's so sad. Or I became that tomorrow person. Like I just lost my drive. I was just like, yeah, I'll order more inventory tomorrow, or I'll do this tomorrow. I stopped posting on my business page. I stopped promoting. Thankfully, because of YouTube and people discovering me, I was still getting sales. Like my sales never did stop. I would still get sales throughout the week and things like that. It wouldn't be every day, but consistently throughout the weeks, which was great. But I was always getting people asking me like, oh, when are you restocking? And I'm just like, oh yeah, it's coming soon. And I never ended up doing it. Never ended up doing it, which is bad. That's really, really bad. But at this point, I kind of just lost my drive, and I just fell back into that pattern of just being a mom. And yeah, even though my business is my baby, it's always been my baby, I wasn't babying it, and I literally had no energy. I was so sick all the time, or just feeling just nauseous and just like I kind of became like disgusted with it. Like it kind of felt like I was just like, not today. Like, nope. I would still ship off orders. I was still within my processing time. Everything of that sort. I would still go to the post office and, you know, do what I had to do. But when it came to restocking and coming up with new ideas, I had so many plans to do photo shoots, and I had so many plans to start a PR search, and I just had so much in store for Bossed Up Babe, and I just completely dropped the ball when I found out I was pregnant. And yeah, looking back, I really, really regret it, but I can't change how I felt at that time. So that's just that. So as of February, I did end up completely closing my website. I was due in March, and I knew within the next couple of weeks I could have been having my baby at any point in time. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and just completely close my website. I don't want to have to be in labor worrying about, oh my gosh, my processing time, or having to deal with answering emails from customers and things of that sort. So I was like, nope, I'm just cutting it off. But before I did close down my website, I did have a huge blowout sale. I even posted about it here on YouTube, but I really didn't even go hard with promoting that either. I kind of just posted it like, yeah, if you want it, it's there. And I dropped the prices on like all of my items, and yeah, that was just that. And I was still getting sales from that, which was really great. I was selling out of a lot of styles and things that I wanted to get rid of so that I can bring new inventory in. So I closed at the end of February, and here we are. It is now the middle of June, and the relaunch is coming. So that is just that. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, I use my business money. That's really bad. When you have a business, you should look at it like that money belongs to your business. It doesn't belong to you. And I kind of just like got caught up in the swing of things, and I ended up like, oh yeah, just swiping my business card and using it for personal expenses, because I'm like, hey, it was my money. Like I put it into my business. I need money, and I'm gonna use it. So that's what I did, and I really don't like that at all. So at this point, I have now taken my own personal money and everything that I initially invested into my business and invested it back into my business. So this relaunch is going to be insane. I am so excited. I know and I see where I went wrong, and I've done my research all over again. I'm looking at it like my business being reborn, and I'm just so excited. Like, I can't even. I have been so stressed out the past couple of weeks with doing intros. If you guys don't know, I do offer graphics, but battling doing intros, having a newborn, having a toddler, and working on this rebrand because that's my third baby. But I know it's gonna pay off in the end, and I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. Like I said, if you guys have not already followed me on Instagram, please go ahead and do so. I've even invested in new things, so I'm ready to go. I got a new phone so I can have the best picture quality. I have my DSLR already. I got a new MacBook so I can go ahead and be quick on my toes. I am also going to be doing an inventory haul that is probably going to be my next video. I'm going to be showing you guys all my inventory, which you guys can expect. And yeah, I'm just so ready. I'm ready to pump out this content. I am ready to be back and about my business. My business is my baby. It just makes me so happy. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, but like, I'm just so passionate. Like, I feel good. I feel so good, and I just can't wait to get back to it. I'm gonna count this, even though this will be technically my second year of business. This is my first year in business. Like, I'm doing this. I'm already planning out like back to school time, if there is a back to school. I'm already planning out Black Friday. Like, I'm ready, baby. My head is in the game, and I can't wait. And I'm already manifesting you know, sales goals and things of that sort. I really want to get on my email marketing this time around because I did none of that the first time around. I really want to get on posting on my business page because I barely did any of that. Like, I did the bare minimum, but like, I gotta go hard. Like, I gotta go real hard. I want to have a photo shoot or multiple photo shoots this time around. Like, I am ready. I can't wait. So yeah, that is the God honest truth about my first year in business. If I missed anything or you all have any questions, anything I may have missed, please leave them down below in the comments, and I will definitely go ahead and respond to you all. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I love you guys. My social media links will be linked down below, and I will see you guys in my next video.